It used to be that phones with 5-inch displays were regarded as big, but it's crazy how things have changed. Nowadays, 5 inches isn't enough for some people, so that's why companies are quick to keep on throwing larger size screens into phones. Case in point, the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Now if that's not enough for you, the company recently released its even bigger size sibling. Hey guys, John V from PhoneArena here. You're watching our video comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and the standard Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. Frankly, the biggest difference between their designs is the size disparity. The Edge Plus is simply a larger version of the Edge. That alone makes it tougher to handle, requiring two-handed operation most of the time, whereas the Edge is somewhat more maneuverable. That's also despite feeling somewhat sharper around the edges. They employ the same premium design language that fuses metal and glass together for the best designs we've seen out of Xiaomi's camp to date. While they carry pretty much the same set of arsenals, such as a fingerprint sensor, the heart rate sensor, rapid charging, and wireless charging, it's only the S6 Edge that carries an IR blaster. It's probably the last time we'll see one in a Samsung phone at this point. The difference in screen size is significant, but the Super AMOLED characteristics are nearly identical on both handsets. The Galaxy S6 has a 5.1-inch Quad HD screen, while the S6 Edge Plus strikes back with a way bigger 5.7-incher. The S6 Edge might have an advantage on paper in terms of pixel density, but don't be fooled, they're both exceptionally detailed and sharp. Other than pixel density, the rest of the characteristics are very similar. The screens share the same 500 nits of maximum brightness and low reflectivity, making them good for outdoor use even on bright sunny days. Color credibility is very good too, well at least at basic mode, but yes, they have the same dual curved edges for added functionality and aesthetics. With both handsets running Android 5.1 Lollipop, the Edge Plus is actually the one running the newer version of Samsung's famed TouchWiz UI experience. Visually, the changes are mostly related to the look of the icons, but the Edge Plus is sprinkled with some additional Edge functions. In particular, you have the so-called Apps Edge, which lets us access specific apps at any time. It's just another form of multitasking. Also, we can now move the Edge tab to a particular section, whether it's on the left or the right edge of the screen. Well, that's pretty much the extent of what's different between them. So yeah, the Edge Plus offers the same experience as the Edge, but with a few new novel additions thrown to the mix. On top of the ones we already mentioned, it also receives a new YouTube live stream option. You have support for ultra high quality audio and shutter speed adjustment with the camera. Samsung didn't feel a need to upgrade the zippy Exynos 7420 chip from the S6 Edge to the S6 Edge Plus, save for the increase in clock speed from 1.9 GHz maximums to 2.1 GHz. What really differs from the S6 Edge to the Edge Plus, however, is that the phablet is outfitted with 4 GB of LPDDR4 RAM instead of 3, so you can line up a few more apps or games waiting patiently in the background at any given time. Samsung has traditionally been a company that offers one of the best cameras on Android and aims to continue the trend with the S6 Edge Plus, since it uses the same 16 megapixel rear camera and 5 megapixel front camera combo that we know and love from the Galaxy S6 Edge. The quick launch camera shortcut introduced with the S6 and the S6 Edge is here as well with the Edge Plus. Just double click the home button and it goes straight to the camera app. It's essentially the same camera interface from before, save for the new shutter speed control in Pro mode and raw capture with the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus. As the identical camera modules would suggest beforehand, our samples with both phones turned out remarkably similar when it comes to image quality. They produce largely credible colors with a slightly warm overcast. The exposure seems to end up a step above reality, producing somewhat overblown highlights, but illuminating shadowy scenes as well. There's also a fine amount of detail and noise is kept in check throughout the frame. At night and in low light scenarios, the wide aperture and the optical image stabilization tech shine, producing sharp photos with high detail and low noise. When it comes to video footage, the handsets shoot in both 4K and 1080p definitions, producing sharp, vibrant imagery with fast exposure compensation when panning around. The Galaxy S6 Edge Plus's audio output is less than what its pint-sized sibling produces. At 73.1 decibels, it's still powerful enough to reverberate in tighter confines with a very neutral toned output. Yet it's not deafening like the S6 Edge, but at the same time, it's not shrill tone either to make it sound irritating to the ear. What's new with the S6 Edge Plus, however, is the introduction of a UHQ upscaler option in the settings menu, which Samsung alleges to enhance and upscale audio for a clearer listening experience. Upon testing it out though, we barely noticed a difference with the quality. In fact, it seems as though it's been treated to boost in treble and bass for a more robust tone, and nothing more than that. When it comes to watching content, it's a pretty nice treat to watch videos on the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and its Super AMOLED screen, since the contrast and the color saturation are manipulated to achieve the best possible visual results. And oh yeah, it's a bigger screen too. Then again, the S6 Edge achieves the same experience, save for the smaller screen of course. Unlike the S6 Edge, the S6 Edge Plus offers an extra volume mode for those situations where the normal volume through the earpiece isn't enough. Still, the quality with the standard volume is pretty good and audible, with voices exhibiting a fair amount of fidelity and clearness on both handsets. The phones offer noise-canceling mics that do a good job at weeding out ambient noise as well. Samsung equipped the S6 Edge Plus with a much larger 3000 mAh battery compared to the 2650 mAh juicer in the S6 Edge. While they managed to be excellent on our battery benchmark test, the S6 Edge Plus with its larger cell achieved 9.5 hours of screen on time in our tests. In comparison, the S6 Edge still puts in a good result at over 8 hours. It's crazy to believe too that the S6 Edge Plus takes a shorter amount of time to recharge, 80 minutes versus 83 minutes. Now that's insanely fast. The Galaxy S6 Edge Plus can be considered simply as an S6 Edge with a bigger screen, right? Well, our comparisons show that this statement is only true to an extent. The larger 5.7-inch display makes a world of difference when it comes to browsing, watching videos, and even perusing the extra features of the interactive side edges of the two flexible displays. Moreover, the S6 Edge Plus features longer battery life and better connectivity options. Not to mention, we also have the full suite of manual options in the camera app that includes shutter speed control and RAW capture. When we add these under-the-hood improvements, the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus becomes the better phone between the two. It is, however, about $100 more expensive than the standard Galaxy S6 Edge. But if you're going to splurge that much on a unique phone anyway, and size is an issue, you might want to go the whole 9 yards and get the bigger, better device.